Now, to practice some of the attacks that we're going to learn in the future lectures, you need to have a target machine or a victim machine. So this is a computer that you're going to target and try to hack and test the attacks that we're going to learn against. So you can do this against any machine, but I highly recommend installing target machines as virtual machines. This is great because it won't break a real computer for you if you actually break something. It's also very easy to fix. Even if you have a computer that you don't care about, it's very easy to fix virtual machines. You can just remove it and reinstall it, or store a snapshot and go back to it. Now, as we all know, Windows is a very common operating system. It's used by a lot of people. So in this lecture, I'm going to show you how to install Windows 10 as a virtual machine so that we can test some of the attacks that we're going to learn in the future against it. So we'll use this machine with scenarios that mimic a normal user that is just using their Windows to browse the internet or do whatever normal people do with their machines. So Microsoft has actually released a free versions or free virtual machines of Windows that you can download and use. These are free and you're allowed to download them, and we're downloading them from Microsoft's website. So you need to go into this link to download it. As you can see here, this is the same link. So make sure you select what host operating system you have. So if you have Windows, you click on the Windows tab. If you have Mac, on the Mac, and if you have Linux, on the Linux. I have a Mac, so I clicked on the Mac tab. And from here, make sure you select Windows 10 Stable. And make sure you select the VirtualBox image. So these are all applications that allow you to install virtual machines. At the moment, we're using VirtualBox for everything, so just make sure you use the VirtualBox image. Once you do that, you will have a zip file like this one. Uncompress it, and you will get this file right here. Now, this is a virtual machine, a VirtualBox virtual machine file. So I'm going to double click it. And as you can see now, VirtualBox is asking me to import this machine, and it's already set up the settings for it right here. Now we can import it the way it is and then modify the settings. Now, as you can see here, I have my Windows installed right here, and I'm just going to boot into it by, actually, I'm going to modify the settings first, because I remember I think it gave it 4 gigs of RAM, and I think that's too much. So I'm going to go in to here, and I'll set this to 2 gigs. And yeah, and set that, okay. And I'll start it. And as you can see, Windows starting straight away, no need to install it. It's already installed and ready and given to us by Microsoft. Now, if you get asked for a password, then the password is literally password with a capital P and a 0 instead of the O, followed by an exclamation mark. Now, as you can see, we have a fully working Windows machine right here, Windows 10. So it's our second victim or target machine.